Okay, am I late? Am I late? Am I late? Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. Hello, it's me again. Let's pour ourselves a cold one. And by that I mean Pepsi Max, because it is the season. Okay. Oof. Don't hurt yourself. Check out what we've accomplished. It was like that geez, I even forgot her name. Gail Simone. Look at all you've accomplished. I've done my nagas. Naga what? They're looking cool. It's kind of funny. I went with the white hair just for fun, and they came out really cool. Look, you can see their little faces. They've got details. They weren't just slathered on with speed paints like these wolves were. I did that. Or check out the Jabberwock. He came out great. I'm quite proud of the Jabberwock. But there's something missing on all of these, and that is terrain bases. So let's put these aside here for a second. It's going to take the longest for the Jabberwock to get done, so let's start with him. Our materials for today: good old school glue, Elmer's glue, and I see the Jabberwock as being an outdoors kind of creature, so we're going to use brown battleground plus grass. We're going to add some grass in there, and a couple of rocks, possibly trees and rocks. I don't go crazy on the bases. These are meant to be for gaming. They're not meant to be for display. What's the difference, you might ask? Some people's miniatures are so nice, you would never want to play with them. You would never want to use them for a game. Because in a game, miniatures are getting moved around, they get knocked over. Can you not see what I'm doing? Okay, so I'm squirting the glue slowly around the base onto the wooden part of the base, the metal part of the base. Like some people are like making like full-on dioramas. Like it's not just about the miniature. It's like, here's the miniature and here's like a whole scene, a space scene, that's going on. And here's my general process. I've got the glue. I've dipped the miniature in the stuff. And all done, right? But it's not quite done. It's not really done. We're going to add some grass to this too. And maybe a rock or two. So let's give it a little bit more grass. a little bit more glue, rather. Don't need much. Be a little artistic with it. And for the second layer, you can do the grass green, which is basically like I don't even know what it's made out of. But I like to use static grass. For some reason, it's like, because it's a different texture than the brown battleground, which is crumbled cork or something. I don't know. But the texture looks completely different. This is very fuzzy. It's like fibrous. And by the way, it's not all going to stick. So you dump some of it back in. Wait, let's put this over here. All right. And now for the extra bit. Just because if you can't always do this because most of my miniatures are too small. I have this crumbled cork stuff. It's cork and it's crumbled up. And it could be a rock. If you paint it, you could paint it gray or you could leave it brown. Or it could be like a broken log or something like that. Like we could arrange a couple of pieces in a row and call it like a rotten log or something. So let's do that. I've got one piece right here. I'm going to do another piece. Come here, you. Actually, it's looking more like a rock, so I don't know if I was going to put it like in a row so it looks like a log. Like he's stepping over a rotten log. You can glue them flat like this. You can glue them standing up even. Let's do a piece standing up. Okay. So I've got my stuff. I'm going to glue it right to the back. And we'll glue it standing up. Gives it a different angle. It's still fun. And basically at that point, hang on, let's zoom in a bit, just see how it looks. I know we're too close. What do you think? It looks like nicer than it did a second ago, doesn't it? Still looks cool. All right, we're going to put him off to the side. I think we're going to put him in I was going to put him in the varnish box. I just realized everything that I did in the varnish box last time is still in there. I'm going to pull them out and just see how they did. Let's take a look. There's our robot. Similar situation. And at this point, not only has he got dry glue, he's also been varnished on top. And all that's left is the one naga that I did before. I'm going to actually leave her out. This is the first one I did when I did her alone. I put a little standing stone next to her. She's looking good. Oh. Let's see. I need to make sure I have room for all these. I use, what are they called? Feldherr boxes. You can get a box just for 15 mil pieces. The reason that's an important good thing is if you get a box for 28 millimeter, it'll fit, I don't know, 72 miniatures or something like that. But if you get the box for 15 mil, it'll fit 200 miniatures in the box. Ain't that cool? Okay. Today is also an experiment day because, look, I did white primer, which is something I never do. I've got these aliens. Cool. I've got these, I don't know, is that a D&D miniature of some kind? I think these are D&D adventures. They're all different kinds. Number of halflings in this group. 3 aliens. I don't normally go with the white primer. Oops. Ugh. I don't want you to see how messy my basement is. Gosh, why did I pick this up? But now I know that I can base everything. I want to make sure that my my nagas all match this base, but I think they will. All it is it's plain green. I think I did add some field grass to this, some static grass. And I'm kind of regretting it. And by that I mean this guy right here. Look how good the other ones came out. That's the first one I did. That was the experiment. And then later when I kind of figured out what I was doing, these came out much better. In my opinion. Like, as far as gaming miniatures goes. Very cool. And I kind of leaned into getting the red in there. Highlighted with gold buckles and so forth. And same thing with the green-blue colored guys. All right, let's put this one aside now that I know what they're supposed to look like. Let's do these three. All right, Elmer's glue. Merry Christmas, everybody. I know nobody's watching this. Maybe you'll watch it later. Maybe you got plenty of Christmas stuff to do, which I would hope. All right. I'm kind of doing a C shape around their bases because I don't know if I have enough room to get the nozzle in there. And I don't even know if it'll matter. Okay. All right, these guys, slightly different. This is using this grass green stuff. I don't know what it is exactly. It looks like wood chips that are dyed green somehow. Powder green. Maybe it's cedar shavings or something like that. I don't know what it is. All right. The yellow nagas are done. I thought about doing some experimental stuff on the bases with the yellow ones especially. And then I guess I just didn't do it. But one idea I had was to do, I've got the black stuff, and then I would paint over it, and then I would do some like lava effects, like it was cracked lava, you know? That would sort of drive home the idea that they were fire creatures. I guess, I don't know. I mean, they don't have to be fire creatures. All right, same deal with these guys. These were not painted in speed paint for the most part. They were just dry brushed in turquoise. I think I did use speed paint on their leather gear. I gave them the color I used was called Sand Golem, which is kind of a tan color, but against the blue it came out kind of a darker brown. In any case, I like the effect because, you know, speed paint has a slick look to it. It looks cool when you're using all speed paint, but it looks cool when you're kind of mixing the texture, so you have some slick colors and some more matte looking colors. Oh, I meant to go post this stream over on the Discord. Hang on, let me do that. Okay. 1 second, everybody.